Happy Thursday! Welcome to Three Things Thursday, and for all of you who've been following our videos for Three Things Thursday, I really appreciate all the messages and the comments and the feedback that you've been sending us, and inshallah we're going to continue to cover different topics to talk about and do demos on. So today's topic for Thursday is going to be LRFFC. What is LRFFC? LRFFC is a form of language that is taught to more advanced learners. What it stands for: L stands for listener, R stands for responding, so listener responding, which means when the child has to listen and respond. But what are they responding to? They're responding to F, function, feature, or class. What that means is that the most basic form of listener responding is when you tell a child, stand up, sit down, clap. These are all listener responding. You tell a child an instruction and they need to listen and respond and follow your instruction. When a child has a very strong ability to follow instruction and they have a big vocabulary, then we go on to listener responding by feature, function, or class, or function, feature, class. So function means when we describe an item, it's got a function. So for example, the function of food is to be eaten, so it's to be something you eat. The function of a car, or the function of, let's say, an aeroplane is to fly. The function of milk or water is to drink. So that is what function means, is what you use that item for. Feature is when you present that the child needs to know parts of objects. So for example, a dog has a tail and eyes and a nose, or a backpack has a zipper and a strap. So then the feature would be the zipper and the strap. So the child not only needs to know the item is called backpack, but they also need to know parts of the item. And class means essentially categories. So animal, clothing, other categories would be shapes, colors. Tell me a color, tell me another color. So that is all to do with the child has to understand the concept of categories of class. So we're going to demo each of these to you so you understand how you're meant to teach them. Now, the way to teach them is to make them a little bit interactive and relatable to a child. So we're going to start with function, which is things you eat. And we present the question to the child, and then simultaneously we give the picture. Okay. Let's do this. Let's move this basket out of the way so you can see. Okay, let's do this. There you go. Okay. Tell me something you eat. Fries. Fries. Go, good job. Tell me something else you eat. Tell me something else you eat. Fries and
burger.
Burger! Good job! That was amazing.
So that was technically a fill in the blank as well, because first Zainab said, tell me something you eat, and the student said fries. Then the student couldn't remember what to say next, so then the therapist used a prompt, which was a fill in the blank. So she said, you eat fries and she said burger. So the burger was the fill in the blank. But now we're going to do a few more of telling her, tell me something else you eat.
Tell me something else you eat.
Roti.
Roti! Wow, amazing. Tell me something else you eat.
Cookie.
Cookie. So, sorry, we don't have cookie.
But you do eat cookie.
Yes, I do.
That's okay. So let's say you don't have a picture, because this has happened to me as well. So the child says something and you don't have the picture. So you say, it's okay. So you say, you do eat a cookie. Good. Now tell me something else you eat. So acknowledge that they are right, but say, you do, and ask them to say something else. Keep going, no problem.
You do eat a cookie, but tell me something else you eat.
Bread.
Bread! Good job, that was amazing.
So in another example of an
Very
LRFFC
good
and an
job.
introverbal. So the therapist said, "Types do you eat?" She said, eggs, and then she asked her a little bit more about the picture. So she said, "When do you eat eggs?" "During breakfast." And then she said, "During breakfast, what else do you eat?" And she said, "Bread." So she's done, over here we've done a little bit of a combination of getting the child to fill in blanks. But generally you're going to say, "Tell me something you eat, tell me something else you eat, tell me something else you eat." So we're going to show you that with drink. So drink is another function.
Okay, let's do the other one.
But the most important thing for you to remember is when you're doing this, the child needs to be able to know how to label those items beforehand. Because there's no point you testing this on a child who doesn't know what these things are called. Go ahead.
Okay, now let's do something else. Tell me something you drink.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, yummy.
So this child loves chocolate milk. So therefore we've used chocolate milk because it's more relatable to the child.
Tell me something else you drink.
Tea.
Tea! Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I know children are not meant to be drinking tea, but there are some kids who drink tea and paratha in the morning, so there we go.
Tell me something else you drink.
Milk.
Milk! Good. Tell me something else you drink.
Juice.
Juice! Yummy. Tell me something else you drink.
Water.
Water! Good! That is amazing. Here you go.
So to those who are watching, it looks a bit like this, and these are Velcro dots, and so the child then has to stick it, which makes it interactive. Yeah, so these are the two we did so far. Moving on. Okay, so that is about function. The child has to understand that you drink multiple things, you eat multiple things. The next one is going to be about feature, which means we're going to be talking about a part of the item, let's say, and then the child, based on that part, needs to tell you what else it has the same part. So we'll show you what that means. So you're going to start by saying, "Tell me animal," and then say this cat, and then tail, and then tail. No, she's two.
Okay, let's do this. Tell me an animal.
Cat.
There you go. A cat has a
Tail.
Tell me another animal that has a tail.
Dog.
Dog, indeed. We have a. There you go, dog.
Just two more.
Tell me another animal that has a tail. Tiger.
Tiger.
Tell me another animal that has a tail.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Touch the tail.
Tail. The cat also has a tail. And the dog has a tail. Good. Tell me another animal that has a tail.
Cow.
Cow. Oh, good job.
Tail.
Can you show me the tail?
Tail.
Yes, good job.
Okay, pause.
Amazing.
Good job, guys. So this shows you that we first started with the broad class, which was tell me an animal. So she said cat, and then the cat has a tail. The dog has a tail. Now, before doing this, we first taught the child that this is called, let's say, a dog, and then we said what part, and the child learned tail, or show me the tail, and so the child learned to receptively identify where the tail is. And once the child knew that a lion has a tail, and a cat has a tail, and a cow has a tail individually, then we did a combined thing like this, which is tell me another animal with a tail, and tell me another animal with a tail. And then you could even do, an example would be, a tiger has a tail. Yeah, what else does a tiger have? Eyes. Tell me another animal with eyes. So you can do it on different features of the animals, or whatever item you've got. For example, you can do, if you're doing, let's say, zipper, you can say, tell me an item that has a zipper. Pencil case, tell me another item that has a zipper. Backpack, tell me another item that has a zipper. Suitcase, so that's how you teach the concept of zipper amongst multiple items. The last one we're going to talk about is class. Class means essentially category. So as I said, there's clothing, there's animals, there's fruits, vegetables,
shapes. So now we're going to talk about clothing, and this is functional again for the child.
Okay, let's do this. Tell me a type of clothing.
Shirt.
Shirt. Good job. That was amazing. Tell me another type of clothing.
Sweater.
Sweater. Wow. And when do we wear the sweater?
In winter.
In winters. Good job. Give me a high five. That was amazing. Okay. Tell me another type of clothing.
Jacket.
Yes, we do wear a jacket. But tell me another type of clothing.
Jeans.
Jeans. Good job. Tell me another type of clothing.
Gloves.
Gloves. Yes, we do wear gloves. And when do we wear gloves?
In winter.
In winters. But tell me another type of clothing.
Socks.
Socks. Good job. Socks and
Socks and shoes.
shoes. Good job. One last is left. Tell me another type of clothing.
Dress.
Dress. Amazing.
Good. So this is teaching the child different types of clothing that they wear. And then we did socks and shoes, because it's also fill in the blank, because they go together. And that is another skill that a child requires. So up and down, open and the child says close. So they're teaching opposites. But so overall, that is what listener responding by feature function classes. I just want to remind you, it's more for advanced learners who already understand the concept of drink. They understand the concept of eat. They understand the concept of clothing, wear. They know the features of items, parts of items, and then accordingly, then you move on to something like this. So that is what we're going to discuss. That's what we discussed today. Thank you for tuning in to 3 Things Thursday, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.